Give the call to member for Barton.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker, and I want to also thank the member for Bradfield for her contribution today. I rise to speak with purpose and on an issue that is personally important to me, and I believe is very urgent and deeply felt in the electorate of Barton, but far beyond, and that is the housing crisis. And for me, this isn't just a policy, it is quite personal. Before coming here, I worked at St Vincent's de Paul Society, New South Wales, and worked with a large team, and I looked after a large geographical area of New South Wales, which covers your electorate as well for the member for Bradfield. And we saw a lot of the issues around the housing crisis in the eyes of pretty much a lot of women in particular looking for a safe place to be and put their head down to sleep, seeing faces of particularly pensioners having to, skip meals to keep a roof over their head, sitting with families also facing eviction and women fleeing violence and people forced to sleep in their cars. And that's something also I've seen in my role as a councillor at Georges River Council. People are sleeping in their cars in my own electorate, which is a big issue, particularly women. And when you do that work and when you're seeing those people and hearing their stories, you learn something very quickly. Housing insecurity doesn't just take away shelter, it actually strips away dignity, it chips away at health, particularly around mental health, and it erodes hope. And that's why I'm very proud to be part of a government that is not just acknowledging this crisis, but also confronting it. Under the Albanese Labor government, we are delivering the largest investment in social and affordable housing in more than a decade. And we're doing it shoulder to shoulder with state and territory and local governments because solving this crisis requires all hands on deck. I particularly want to acknowledge the Minister for Housing, Homelessness and Cities for her tireless leadership and for also visiting Arncliffe in my electorate to see firsthand one of our major housing projects. That development is not just about the building itself, it's also about creating a community and a sense of belonging. And it's also about showing what's possible when every level of government works together with one shared belief, that is, housing is not a privilege, it is absolutely a right. And we are delivering in Barton. Over 800 locals supported into home ownership through Labor's expanded home guarantee scheme because a 5% deposit should not be a barrier to owning a home. Over 200 construction workers trained locally because building homes also builds opportunity. Nearly 400 new social and affordable homes underway in Arncliffe thanks to the Housing Australia Future Fund. An additional 17 social homes delivered in Bayside and Georges River, which are two LGAs in my electorate, through the Social Housing Accelerator. And more than 7,000 Barton residents benefiting from that back-to-back increases in Commonwealth rental assistance. Deputy Speaker, Labor's response is bold, comprehensive, and it is absolutely grounded with value. And we're tackling the crisis with a $43 billion plan, a plan to make it easier to buy, better to rent and to build more homes. And in the ambit of building, we're starting the largest housing build in Australian history, 1.2 million new homes across the country, 55,000 social and affordable rentals, 100,000 homes reserved for first home buyers, not property investors, and 28,000 social and affordable homes already in planning and construction. We've also committed to $54 million to accelerate housing supply through innovative construction methods like prefabricated and modular homes, because it shouldn't take longer to approve a home than to build it. We're streamlining processes, we're strengthening supply chains, and we're creating local jobs while we do it. Deputy Speaker, in Barton, the pressure is relentless. The cost of living is an absolute issue. Rents are climbing and our social housing housing wait lists are growing. And that's why the work we are doing right now, like the project in Arncliffe development, with also the New South Wales Labor government, is not just helpful, it is absolutely essential. Because housing is not an economic issue at all, it's absolutely a human one. Thank you.